Hi everyone, welcome to Live and Like Show and thanks for joining with us. ဒီကနေ့ Live and Like Talk Show ကို Hilltop Park လောင်းဘီချ်မှာရိုက်ကူးတင်ဆက်နေပါတယ်
ကျွန်တော် Live and Like Top Show လေးမှာ business ကြော်ညာများထည့်သွင်းရပါပြီနော်
ကြော်ညာတွေထည့်ခြင်းတော့ liveandlife22@gmail.com ကိုအချိန်မီဆက်သွယ်လို့ရပါပြီ Hi Maki.
Hi Chrissy.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for joining to Live and Like Talk Show.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
And Live and Like audience is waiting to know all about you.
Thanks so much.
Could you share your bio a little bit?
Sure. So I'm a music composer, sound designer, and a singer. So I used to perform a lot as a singer-songwriter, but now I work more as a music composer, and I've been composing for films and commercials.
Oh, so how long have you been doing music?
Okay, so since I was 3 years old, so about 40 years. But as a music professional musician, I would say 15 years.
So you have 15 years solid experiences.
Yes.
So what kind of music do you usually compose and play?
Okay, so when I perform as a singer-songwriter, I perform kind of experimental music, a mixture of a lot of different genres like jazz and electric music, and sometimes I play ethnic, kind of world music. And when I compose as a music composer, I have to compose, different genres, so I have to do like orchestral and jazz and electric and sometimes even like pop and stuff like that. So whatever I'm asked to.
Oh, so above all,
Yes.
what is your favorite music then?
I would say classical, jazz, and Broadway.
Maki, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. So good to see you.
Good to see you again.
I have a lot of question for you.
Great.
Okay, so where do you go to music school?
Okay, so I actually didn't go to any music school. I actually dropped out of art university in Japan, in Osaka, my hometown. But I took a lot of lessons with vocal teachers and piano teachers, and I also played percussion and drums in the brass band in the middle school.
So you know a lot of music in young age.
Yeah, I did.
Wow. So do you have any advice for younger generation who love to compose the music?
Sure. So I would say you should listen to different music a lot. Like listen to music like crazy, and then just study with the existing masterpieces. That will be your great teachers because. When I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of toys or dolls or like video games because my parents were a little bit strict. But my dad was into classical music, so he took me and my brother together to music stores a lot, and then he let us choose the music we loved. So we were able to get a lot of different music. And we also lived in a small condo, so I wasn't able to play music that loud. So all I did was just wearing a headphone and listen to music like crazy every day. So in that way, I learned the balance of each instrument and arrangement, and also mixing, And also I was in a brass band, in the middle school. So while they were practicing, I listened to different instruments a lot. So music is already in me. I studied music in that way.
Wow, that's a lot of great information. Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Okay, Maki, what do you think about music in Hollywood movies?
Yeah, music in Hollywood movies, it's all great, but I'm actually, to be honest with you, not really a huge fan of those epic famous Hollywood soundtracks. I'm more a fan of kind of poetic European soundtracks, but it's great. I learn a lot when I listen to Hollywood soundtracks, so I love both.
Oh, so soundtrack is kind of learning process then?
Yeah, learning and enjoying both.
Oh, great. So another question is, why is music so important in movies?
Yeah, it's very important because music always changes the whole atmosphere. Because if you watch, kind of epic and emotional film, without music, then it's still great with great acting and great cinematography and everything. But if you watch it together with emotional, music together, and then that will make you feel more emotional, and that could make you cry.
Wow. So music make the audience to understand deeper and deeper thing.
Yeah, for sure. And also, if you watch like horror films together with scary kind of atmospheric sound, and that will make you feel scared.
Yeah.
And if it's in an angry scene, and if you watch it together with like loud sound and kind of angry sound, then that will make you feel angry. And if it's sad music, together with the sad scene, then that will make you feel very sad, And also, like if you go to restaurant, for example, it's not about the film, but if you go to restaurant, and even if they are very fancy and they've got great interior designs and stuff like that, but if they start playing kind of cheesy pop music, then the place all of a sudden feels kind of cheesy too, And if you go to a normal restaurant, but if they play kind of fancy, lounge jazz music, then all of a sudden the place feels fancy too.
You also work on my movie Shadow Love. You're also the composer for this movie. Can you tell me your experience a little bit?
Sure. So we had a music supervisor who was also a writer, Jennifer Chan. So she actually gave me specific ideas of all different scenes, so I followed her request.
Do you have any challenge to work on this project?
Sure. So, I was asked to make Asian style of music, and the funny thing is that I don't really compose Asian style music, even though I'm an Asian, because I grew up with Western music and that's, what I compose usually. But when I'm asked to compose those kind of music in Asian style, somehow it comes out from me naturally, because I didn't really listen to Japanese music. I listened to a little bit of ethnic music before, but I heard the sounds, I heard the music growing up, like when I went to temples. I heard like Japanese gongs and monks chanting, and also at summer festivals they play Japanese taiko and stuff like that. So somehow it's already in me. I already absorbed those kind of sound in the music. So when I'm asked to make that kind of music, it just comes out naturally. So it's always kind of fun to discover the different side of me.
A lot of good stuff.
Okay, Maki, since you are a talented musician, what do you think about Asian talents in Hollywood movie industry?
Yeah, I think we all are great. I don't think it matters what kind of race you are. We are all talented and we do well. But especially Asians, we work very hard and we accommodate very well. So I think we do a great job in Hollywood.
Oh, okay. So what do you think about Asian talent treatment compared to other talents in Hollywood movie industry as well?
Yeah, of course we should be, treated equally in Hollywood, together with other races. But I think, it depends on where you're from. For example, I'm from Japan, where people are so humble and shy and conservative. So, saying things loud in public can be considered arrogant a little bit in a way. So, like here it's completely different. Like you have to be confident, you have to show who you are. So it's a little bit difficult for us to, adjust ourselves in Hollywood, I guess. But, and also like even if you're white, for example, if you're from a country where you cannot access other cultures and art and that kind of stuff, so it might be a little bit difficult to be in Hollywood and work. But once you're here and have more experiences, and then we all should be great.
So experiences make perfect then.
I think so.
Okay. Okay, Maki, thanks for your time and we really appreciate it and we hope to see you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Can you tell me difference between American culture and Japanese?
Sure. So, like I said before, Japanese are kind of shy and quiet and conservative. On the other hand, Americans are more outgoing and extrovert, and then you have to say things clearly. So I would say it's very different. But I kind of realized that, that kind of stereotype Japanese is more like people in Tokyo. So I'm from the city called Osaka, where people are more outgoing and extrovert, just like Americans. So I would say Osaka is like America and Tokyo is like England.
Good to know. I didn't know that before. So how do you adjust this to culture?
Yeah, sure. So when I work with American people, I try to be more Americans, and then when I work with Japanese people, then I try to be more Japanese, like kind of try to be more polite and then try to be more punctual and stuff like that.
Thank you for sharing today.
Thanks so much.
I really appreciated coming to Live and Light talk show today too.
Me too. Thank you so much for having me.
I hope to see you again.
Thank you.
ကျွန်တော် Live and Light Talk Show လေးကိုကြိုက်တယ်ဆိုရင် like လုပ်ပေးပါ share လုပ်ပေးပါ follow လုပ်ပါ comments တွေရေးဖို့မမေ့နဲ့နော် See you next time